Breaking news, everyone.
Breaking news, guys. The Trump administration
add 36 more countries to their travel ban list.
He extended the ban to pretty much the entire continent of Africa, all the countries located, and the Caribbean.
Clearly, this is racially driven. Has to be, because how is it all countries with black people? Everything in this country is about race. I've always told you guys that.
Well, just before we finish digesting the recent ban that had been declared, here we have another list that's coming of countries in Africa as well as in the Caribbean, as is the conclusion of the whole place, that are getting a travel ban to the US. And in this video, we're going to be hearing what people have to say about this, the Africans, African Americans, and even the Caribbeans, and what this means to us as a black community. Let me know what you think in the comments.
The Trump administration is planning on adding 36 additional countries to the travel ban list. These are largely African countries. 25 of them are African countries, friends. Some Caribbean countries are on this list in addition to Middle Eastern countries. The list includes countries like Angola, Antigua, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Egypt, Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Nigeria, St. Lucia, Senegal, Syria, Tanzania, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and others. According to a memo that Marco Rubio sent on Saturday to U.S. diplomats in these countries, they will be given 60 days by which to meet new benchmarks that the State Department is given to them, because some countries had no competent or cooperative central government authority to produce reliable identity documents or other civil documents. For others, it's because of widespread government fraud. And then others had issues related to visa overstay here in the United States, which, by the way, every country has people in the United States who have overstayed their visa. Other reasons included the availability of citizenship by monetary investment without a requirement of residency, and claims of anti-Semitic and anti-American activity in the United States by people who are from those countries. Memo also stated that if a country was willing to accept third country nationals who were removed from the United States or enter into a safe third country agreement, it could mitigate other concerns. By Wednesday, these governments are supposed to submit an initial plan for how they plan to meet these new requirements that are being set by the State Department. Guys, I'm covering all things related to Trump immigration changes. Follow for more.
The Trump administration is looking to add 36 more countries to their travel ban list for countries who cannot enter the United States or have severe travel restrictions to the United States. And shocker, they're all in Africa or the Caribbean. This administration is considering adding 60 more countries to this travel ban, which is unprecedented. And these countries have 60 days to meet whatever requirements that they're asking of them, or they will be banned. The countries include Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Bhutan, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Cambodia, Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Dominica, Egypt, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Kyrgyzstan, Libya, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, South Sudan, Syria, Tanzania, Tonga, Tuvalu, Uganda, Vanuatu, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Ethiopia. Clearly, this is racially driven. Has to be, because how is it all countries with black people? Everything in this country is about race. I've always told you guys that.
Well, this travel ban has definitely brought up many conflicting, confusing, outcomes on people that had plans to visit the US based on different reasons, like spousal, business, education, whatever, you name it.
I said when Trump rolled out his travel ban list of different black and brown countries that it won't be long until he extends this to the rest of the Caribbean and the rest of the continent of Africa. And sure enough, any leaked document signed by either DeSantis or Cruz, he extended the ban to pretty much the entire continent of Africa, all the countries located, and the Caribbean. Now people are talking about FIFA and the Olympics organization considering moving the World Cup and the Olympics out of LA as well as other areas that are hosting in the US. I know Atlanta's hosting one of the games for 2026. Y'all already see artists basically say, hey, we got to cancel this. We are not doing a US leg because of visa issues, because of immigration issues. There's no way the US can host any international event with these immigration and travel ban policy. And I would not be shocked if FIFA is having a lot of meetings, a lot of Zoom calls to possibly move their games to other safer countries. Now, granted, no country is actually safe because they have their own stuff going on, but compared to the US, it's a lot safer over there. And if we're being so for real, the amount of money that comes from tourism, from people coming into the US, is a lot. I think the economy's bad now. Baby, the tourism years, it's about to look bleak.
Breaking news, everyone. The Trump administration is considering expanding its travel ban. This time, 36 additional countries, mostly Africans, are under review for possible full or partial entry bans into the United States. The list comes from an internal directive recently circulated to American embassies and diplomatic posts on Saturday, June 14th, according to the Washington Post. These countries, 36 countries, have been given 60 days to comply with new U.S. security and immigration standards. An initial action plan is due by 8 a.m. on Wednesday, June 18th, 2025 from these countries. The final compliance window closes in mid-August, and by September or October, we may see a formal announcement expanding the travel ban. What is the U.S. demanding? Well, each country that's on the proposed travel ban list is expected to produce a plan. One, to address starting to produce reliable identity and civil documents. 2, a plan to reduce their visa overstays in the United States. 3, accept deportees, including third country nationals, meaning these countries have to accept deportees that are not even from their country. 4, end citizenship for sale schemes that grant passports without any residency requirements. And 5, address anti-Semitic or anti-American activity linked to their nationals. If they fail to meet these benchmarks, then this could result in new visa restrictions or a formal inclusion on the U.S. travel ban list. Here are the 36 countries under review by region. From Africa, we have 25 countries. We have Angola, we have Benin, we have Burkina Faso, Cabo Verde, Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Egypt, Ethiopia, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, South Sudan, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Sao Tome. From the Caribbean, we have 4, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia. From Asia, we have 3, Bhutan, Cambodia, Kyrgyzstan. The Pacific Islands has 3, Tonga, Tuvalu, Vanuatu. The Middle East, we have just Syria. The list is building on a June 4th presidential proclamation that has already banned entry into the U.S. and placed visa restrictions on 19 countries. Will all 36 proposed countries be banned? Maybe not. Not all countries may end up on a final ban.